All right, for this lesson, we get to start applying speed, right? And that's super exciting, right? Because you see, all the people who were doing it wrong, okay, which is most, okay, what did they do from the jump? They never worried about getting a good setup. They never understood how their body worked. They never understood how to keep this in position, put your arm in position. All this stuff we studied for 3 or 4 weeks, they just went over to the range and they just started whacking at a golf ball, okay? And you know what happens? They're never gonna get it, okay? But we're smarter than that. We're gonna train correctly. We're gonna learn, right? Hula hoop, it's a circle, right, okay? Most things that turn in a circle, like a car tire, a Ferris wheel, they just turn from the inside. They put power on the inside that turns. But we can't put power on the inside because we have 2 separate sides, right? My left side, my right side, right? They're separated out in the center of my spine. So what I have to learn to do is to apply speed from opposite corners. If I do not apply the speed from opposite corners, then I'm going to get out of balance at high speeds, right? And let me tell you, you start getting out of balance at high speeds, you're going to hit the golf ball all over the place. You're going to run into trouble. You're going to make a big number, and you're not going to lose any strokes. In fact, you might gain a little bit in there, okay? So, hey, you go, well, that's a weird looking outfit. Yeah, I had to get 2 pair of shorts and 2 shirts until I could cut them and switch them, okay? So now what? Opposite corners, the blacks are connected, the whites are connected. Let's repeat this. This front top is connected over to the bottom back. Let's go back to our drill with our swing center, right? Okay, where do we turn this point to? You turned it where? You turned it down in, and now this is connected to this. Oh my gosh, those 2 are connected. That's awesome, okay? Now, what about these 2 over here, right? Hey, when I came down and in on my foot was connected where? Up here to my trail shoulder, right? So I'm connected this way and I'm connected this way. And now I can start applying speed, okay, without concern for getting out of balance, because, you know, your equilibrium system too, it will not let you go fast if it doesn't think it can stay balanced and stop. I grew up skiing. First thing I did, I grew up in Colorado. Okay, first thing, I mean, looking back, I was just terrified little 8-year-old kid on the slopes going, oh my God, okay. But then I looking back, I realized one thing, okay? I was afraid of speed. Everybody's afraid of speed until they can stop and stay balanced, okay? You have to be able to apply speed to the club and stop and stay balanced. So if you apply the speed in the opposite corners, that's what we're gonna do, okay? So what we're gonna start working on in this lesson here is applying speed in front. The front foot, front hip, front shoulder. Front 1, front 2, front 3, okay? Okay, so here we're really gonna start to pay attention to the front side, front foot, all those things, and say, okay, hey, front side, where are you, right? It came down in, down in, down in. And now when you start coming up and away, right? What happens to this corner? When my shoulder is pulling up and away, where's my hip going? Down and in, right? They're gonna keep working in those opposite corners, right? So what I want you to do is imagine this, okay? That what was in the front is now going to be in the back. What was in the back, okay, is now going to be in the front, right? So there's the front forward and there's the back in there, okay? So I want you to just take and start working, right? There's a little drill right here where I'm gonna take the weight out of the club. I'm gonna connect the top 2 corners. I'm gonna talk the black corners here, and then I'm gonna start to take and unwind together and let those 2 work together. I'm gonna switch, and I'm gonna switch over, okay? Now I'm gonna connect front foot, trail shoulder, get into position, boom, and get working on those, okay? So I want you to start working on these opposite corner speeds, right? If you find yourself, and the most common mistake would be, people will accelerate the front of the club, okay? They accelerate the front of the club, but there's no support back here, okay? So they tend to spin out and fall away. You know, it's a good thing, right? We don't really fall on our face much, which is good, right? We typically fall on our diaper, you know, when we first start off. We learn how to what? To fall on our behind, fall on our diaper, okay? So almost every bad swing I see people make, they're falling back like this. So this side spinning out is because this side's not supporting it. So you have to get used to getting the support from the trail side, right, which we'll talk about in the next lesson here, okay? And then you can go as fast as you want. Work in the opposite corners. I'll see if